Is it sounding like it's on the same level as
Yeah, you sound pretty good.
else? Okay. I'm using a different setup tonight.
It sounds pretty good.
What's different about it? You didn't
It's a
clear
different
this with me.
microphone because my last microphone I was using just quit during the effort party a couple of weeks ago for no reason. So I'm using this one.
This one works. You know what I just now thought about? JT is not here, so I'm not sure that we have. I'm not sure we have music for the Cliquers tonight.
We
do.
You didn't see his telegram?
No.
Or not? Is telegram? Marco Polo.
Yeah, Marco Polo.
Yeah.
We have Joanne tonight.
Maybe.
Maybe as much as we ever have Joanne.
If the internet smiles.
That's not true. we have more Juwan some nights than others.
Sorry, it was all that talk of snow that got me just bitter and got me back into the.
His Bostonian is coming out.
That's right, just fired up.
By the way, Brian, today we were playing Bananagrams, which, if you're not familiar, is similar to Scrabble, but like each individual plays that you have to do crosswords in front of your own.
It's not similar to Scrabble at all, except that it uses the tiles.
You use tile letters, and then everybody draws tiles, and then you have to take the ones you've drawn, and everybody plays at the same time. But the first to make a crossword out of all of their letters wins, basically.
Gotcha.
And so naturally, when we're playing, Dad has to make up stupid words that don't even exist because he's losing. Right. And so today, what did it start with? It started with ROI. T. Roit. Was that right? That's not. Roit. Yeah, Roit. It was Roit. I think that was it. And then they changed. There was another set of words.
It was noise.
Noise. That's it.
Like noise job.
Yep.
Yeah. NOIS or something like that. Noise.
Yeah.
It's noise, And then CA. CA was Ka. And I was like, what is this? The Boston version of...
That's a noise Ka.
It's a noise Ka. It's a nice Ka.
Yeah, Ka.
Yeah, so tonight is... we got Boston Brian with us. So he's a little angry, a little East Coast. I did a show in the East Coast out in New Hampshire years ago. Mm-hmm. And this was for a church group. And so I was out at it was some sort of a hotel or something, and they're all casting around, talking to each other. 3 different people came up to me at 3 different times. So you're the comedian? Yeah, I sure am. Well, it's going to be hard. We're not nice. We don't like comedy. 3 different people told me that.
Not proud.
We don't like your kind.
Well, they are from New Hampshire, so they're a different breed.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you did
I never went out there.
He did a show Friday night here in town, and on Saturday at the YMCA, this lady who I don't even know stopped me and was like, "Hey, I recognize you because your dad was at our church last night doing a show." And I was like, "Oh, good. I'm glad he made it," because I temporarily had like a panic attack late at night going, I wonder if he remembered to do that show. But apparently he did it, and he did it well enough that it left an impression on the Kokomoans, and they stopped me at the gym and were like,
Mandy actually got credit for stuff that she wasn't even involved in.
Right. I didn't even bother to see if you were going to go, but
I have gotten out of practice. It used to be when I was traveling around doing shows regularly, I was always expecting it. It was always in the back of my mind, there's probably a show coming up. But after COVID, I kind of got out of the habit. And now it's like, oh, yeah.
We all panic a little bit every time it's a show weekend. It's like, does everyone remember how to do this?
Are we supposed to go and do a thing this weekend?
By the way, Kokomoan sounds like a forgotten Girl Scout cookie flavor.
Thin Mints, Kokomoans, and strawberry shortcake.
The Kokomoans are my favorite.
So, to answer your question, no, there's no Jawan yet. We'll see if he pops in. We'll see if he pops in later on and graces us with his presence.
So catch the vibe and dig the scene. Take a seat, gonna grab
I can't get over how there's sunshine behind Jasmine. It's just freaking me out.
I could close the blind for you. That would make you feel better.
Do you want her to close the window?
But just because it's daylight?
It's daytime. She lives in the future.
I could study. Yeah, she's in the future. I'm in the past, so I still live in the sun for a few more hours.
You live in our past.
Yes. So if you could just please forward the Powerball numbers, that would be great.
Yes, well, if I had $1 for every time that I've been asked that, I'd have won
Nice.
If she had $1 for every time she's been asked that, she wouldn't need to win the Powerball.
Exactly.
All right,
I'm not going backstage.
You're not going backstage? I was just about to say we're almost out of time, and look, it's too late now. Never mind.
Nope.
Welcome to
Too late now.
SCQS. Welcome to
Secret's been
SCQS.
revealed.
I think Brian goes up here.
There we go.
Can we still pull Jasmine out just so I can introduce her?
Okay. Bye, Jasmine.
Welcome to SCQS. My name is Sean. This is my friend Brian. This is our producer.
What?
Peaches. No, it's not. It's the Peaches. It may or may not be our producer. It doesn't matter.
We
We're
don't
not
even
sure
know.
where Juwan is. He talked about maybe coming in tonight. JT is in Florida, and he has really bad internet connection, so he's probably not going to be with us tonight. But our special guest tonight is somebody who's been with us multiple times in the past.
Who is it?
Put your hands together and welcome back to SCQS, Jasmine Rugrock. Everybody, we're so happy that she's here. Look at how sunny it is outside Jasmine's place. That's not a fake background. That's
the real sun, guys.
it's where she lives.
Well, this is what it's going to look like for you in 13 hours?
Like 6 months because you've got grass on your ground. Ours
We
is
will-
frozen, muddy.
It's on its
ground.
way. It
Yeah.
is coming. Hang in there, guys.
We're not going to see the sun for 6 months, but
Well, we won't see it. That view. The first thing I thought was green things.
yeah. Jasmine, for those of you who have never seen Jasmine before, she lives in Australia, which is a whole different continent than where we're at.
Almost
It's a
like
whole
a
di-
planet,
Hemisphere.
really.
Yeah.
It's a whole different part of the world, you guys.
Yep.
And it's the same sun that we are going to see tomorrow, but right now it's on the other side of the planet. And so you flat earthers, I'm not sure what you're going to do with that, but
You just flip the earth over.
Well, flat earthers just believe that we're paid actors from South America charading around as Australians, and we've created this one big pond. So I've heard that.
Really?
Yeah, that's the story.
that you
So
guys
maybe
are,
I'm a paid actor from South America, but
I
they
thought
won't,
they
they
just
won't tell me.
believed-
They won't give me any more details as to where I'm from. I'm just
I thought they just believed that it was so far away. I seriously think that they argue that it's so far away that that the light gets hidden behind like mountains and stuff. And
oh
that's what
no,
causes
they
days.
take it the whole way. We're not even real. I can't remember which country we're in, but yeah. Surprise, guys! It's been a big sham. I'm just teaching you secondhand South American culture.
well,
So when the
we'll leave it-
Olympics were in Sydney, it was just like it was all like facades, like in Hollywood
It was
sets.
a set. Yep, it was a
Yeah.
big set. Australia
Gotcha.
is actually just a set
There we go.
that no one
Alright.
knows where it is. It's kind of like the Bermuda Triangle kind of thing.
Yep.
We'll leave you all to make up your mind as to whether or not Jasmine is real as the show goes on. We're not going to make one claim one way or the other. We've got a gigantic show tonight,
How big is it?
or this morning.
JT's not here, so it's good that somebody asked.
Yeah, how big is it? Well, I'm glad that you asked. If a typical show is represented by this woolly mammoth, then tonight's show looks a little something like this.
That is a large
I
koala.
feel like isn't that the same size show as last time? Didn't we use a koala last time?
I was
That's
thinking about that
amazing.
as I was putting the koala up. I thought, you know what? This feels
Deja vu.
familiar.
But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so nice we're doing it twice.
Well, it's probably not the exact same koala, but
No, I don't actually think it is.
yeah. Is
I think
it?
I I'd have recognized that koala. He's got a very memorable face.
He's a paid actor.
Yep.
He's
Yep,
also a
we watched
paid actor.
There's no,
He's
that
got a
koala
very
has a memorable face.
Oh, that's Bob. That's Bob.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you've met Bob too.
Yes. Bob's famous.
Great guy.
Yeah. I
Koalas are
follow him
like
on
penguins. You don't look at a penguin and go, "Oh, I've seen that penguin before," because they all look the same. It's the same.
Spoken like someone who's just never met a koala before.
Come on, we like squirrels. We see squirrels everywhere, and we don't go, "Oh, unless a squirrel is missing a tail or has got a patch over an eye or a peg leg."
The squirrels aren't nearly extinct over there.
That's true.
Are
You can
koalas
shoot
almost
them
extinct?
and eat them if you want. You can shoot squirrels and eat them, but you can't shoot koala and eat them. That's how you know.
Legally.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless they're falling out of a tree. Yeah.
Which. Okay,
We'll
well,
just
if
say
I repeated my koala, I'm sorry.
we will we'll put out the
We'll
disclaimer.
fact check
They're
that
not
later.
koala bears. They're not bears. They're just koalas.
That's
Thank you,
true.
Brian. Correct. Passed the first test. Didn't even have to set it for you.
Yep.
What? Oh, I've got a couple of questions. First, we got to do the clickers.
Oh yeah.
You guys are throwing me off here. First, we've got to give a shout out to our clickers before we get onto this amazing, gigantic repeat of our koala show.
Okay.
So, do we have music?
Yep. And it's pre-recorded, so we have to do it while JT vamps.
Okay.
Do you want to give the background or explain why he says "okay for real" this time after we're done with the show or after we're done with the video?
I'm not sure I understand why.
Oh, you don't even know. Okay,
I know.
so JT
Yeah.
actually had to record this on Marco Polo 3 different times, and he messed up the first 2. And so this one starts with "okay for real" this time, and then
Oh,
into
okay,
the song.
yeah. So,
Take 3.
contrary to what many people believe about JT, he is not
He is
infallible. He
Yeah.
sometimes makes mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's take 3, and go.
This one's for real. Clickers are great. They're super amazingly great. Athletic and fun and super smart. Their beautiful faces a work of art. Clickers are great. They're better than NFL great. Without them we'd be destitute and drifting into the abyss. Lovely clickers, we blow you a kiss. Some people love the quarterbacks and others love the kicker. But that's old news from last week, so let's focus on a clicker.
This week,
in no particular order, our clickers are
Samantha Lutkemeyer
Lukemeyer and Corey Crabtree.
Corey Crabtree.
Corey Crabtree. Look at how we timed that perfectly. Thank you, JT, and shout out to our clickers. We appreciate each and every one of you for supporting us and making this show possible. And
Oh, do you want me to do this? Is that why?
yeah,
you're
well,
doing
I
like
was waiting, not
There you go.
necessarily. If you would like to be a member of our jolly team of super exclusive insiders, as Brian is demonstrating, you can go to johnbrandy.com, become a clicker. Then you can come to our effort party. We have game nights that we do from time to time. We have special meetings. We have secret meetings.
Wait a second.
We have track and field events.
we have recipes.
And
exchange
the
recipes.
effort party,
And the effort party.
which is our post-show wrap-up debrief, and you get the link for that on the members' homepage after you become a clicker.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to put that up on the homepage.
Oh, you can't get it today.
Going to be a
You
good
can
one
have it
tonight.
today.
all of you clickers who are like clicking on that, go, hey, it's not taking me there. I'll get it up, I promise. I'm a bonehead. It'll be up after the show. So tonight, Jasmine is with us, and she's going to teach us how to talk Australian. But before we do that, I've got a few questions, trivia related questions. And the first one is, you want to put that picture up, Peach? The first one is, how is it, Jasmine, that Matt Hamilton is not an Australian, but he's actually a curler for Team USA? How is that even how's that even possible?
I think he must have changed jobs after he quit his job acting here.
Doesn't he look like he belongs in the Outback?
He does. Like I'm wondering where his surfboard is, if I'm really honest. And his hat's facing the wrong way, but I can definitely, yeah. I stand corrected. Yeah, he should be an Australian. He's obviously got the wrong acting gig.
Well, and he's on the Olympic curling team too. But that
He looks like the cop from Stranger Things.
I was gonna say the same thing. He totally does.
Yeah.
he's a really good curler, though.
Yeah.
You guys, yeah. And
Good to know.
I just like him so much. I like everything about him. I like
So
the fact
just
that
to
he's a
clarify,
curler.
your question for Jasmine is, how is he not Australian?
Australian.
That's what you want her to answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's hypothetical.
I can't really have an answer for that. Like I will point out the typo in Australian just to pick on the producer. But
Yep. 2 L's.
I have no good reason other than he must have been offered more money to go and represent over there as curling rather than come and live on our set. That's
I think he was actually
Must
born
be the
here
money.
too.
Is duck walking an Olympic event now? Because that's what it looks like he's doing.
You obviously know nothing about curling. We're gonna have to have Leland come back on and.
Oh,
And,
it doesn't have 2 L's in it. It has an extra I in it when I zoomed
What?
in. You have an extra I in Australian.
And also not on Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Right.
an Australian.
Well,
we
I didn't.
really pay attention to details around here.
I didn't want to bring it up,
You're
but
putting down. I got the message. It's okay.
The second
High
L is
quality production.
the second L is silent.
No, you were just testing me. Like you just want to make sure that I'm actually for real. So yeah, hopefully I passed.
I'm convinced. She
so
knows
far-
how to spell Australian, so
Well,
take
speaking
that,
of
flat earthers.
speaking of Olympics, which Olympic sport has Australia won the most medals in all throughout the history of the Olympic Games? Which Olympic sport has Australia won the most medals? Is it rugby, surfing, volleyball, swimming, archery, or sailing?
Wow. Firstly, too many options.
Right.
Or
A,
none of the above?
B, C, D,
Rugby,
E, F, and G.
surfing,
I'm gonna
volleyball.
go out on a limb and assume that you'd have to be interested in the Olympics to know this, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well-
I'm just gonna
well-
say rugby.
I was going to
I
say
don't know.
swimming.
I was going to say volleyball.
Really? Nobody guessed surfing?
No, because that would be the obvious one.
Yeah, that's. I did.
Yeah.
Well,
totally
it's
the
not.
obvious one.
It's not a trick question. They really did win the most medals in it. So I didn't just. So it's not. It's not like, well, I'm not going to pick the most obvious one because that's what John wants me to pick. No, it's they won the most medals, and so I guess surfing.
Were you right?
No, I was not right.
There you go.
Oh,
Trying to
You would
shame
think that
us for
Australia.
not picking the wrong
No, because
answer.
I'll tell you why I didn't guess surfing. Because the people who do a lot of surfing in Australia are tourists. And so you would have to live, in order to compete on the Australian team, you would have to be a resident there. And so I was assuming that like the people who come, there's like a lot of Japanese people who tour like Bondi Beach and stuff. Yeah.
And surf.
Yeah.
You see a lot of Japanese
One of the
surfers
things
in
that
Australia.
Archery is so left field that I'm thinking it could be archery, but I don't know how right that.
This is starting to turn into the scene from Princess Bride where he's like, everyone knows that Australians that are full of tourists, so clearly I cannot choose surfing.
Right. And Jeff Lane is going to go with option H, boomeranging.
Boomerang.
If only that was an Olympic sport.
Well, I guess
Okay.
we'll never know the answer.
No.
Did he freeze?
Is
So
he
he
frozen?
did. Either that or he's
Boomeranging.
really good at playing red light, green light.
Oh, wait. I think he's moving again.
Yeah, I was back now.
Okay, say something.
I could kind of hear you guys breaking up, but I knew that I was freezing, and so I was hoping I was coming. It's swimming before I freeze again. Swimming,
done, Brian.
which is what Brian guessed.
Swimming.
Mm-hmm.
That actually is a little.
Isn't that
Surprising.
surprising and
Yeah.
interesting? Aren't you glad I brought it up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So interesting.
Got two more questions. In what year did Vegemite appear on Australian supermarket shelves? Do you need this to be a multiple choice, or do you just know
Yes,
it off
I
the
do.
top of your head? Okay.
Well,
I feel really bad because this is like on the label. Like it's got established on it, I think. But I
They
cannot
teach this in first grade. They teach this in first grade usually. It's like writing, reading, and then Vegemite label.
just give us like an over under. Wait, like let's
Okay.
say 1965, and then you say
No, 1915 to 1956.
somewhere between 1915 and 19.
Sometime between 1915 and 19.
So sorry, TeachCon, you got that into 1 year too late.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
with
say-
Jeff Lane after the land down under, living in the land down under, and 1980s Men at Work song. I think that's when they were like, let's do it.
Julia guess.
Oh,
Julia guess 1873.
1932.
No, well, that's
That's a date.
it is a date that falls in there.
I will
It's
say 1948.
I was
it's
going to say 1948.
You guys are late. It's been on shelves for decades by then. 1923.
Oh, so it was 1932, but inverted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good job, A Fair Maiden.
Mm-hmm. 1923 was when it first appeared on shelves, and they've never looked back. Okay. Final question. By total size, we're talking total mass, land mass, Australia ranks as the blank largest country in the world. So where does Australia rank in terms of size of countries? I'll give you a hint. It's in the top 10. It's not number one.
No.
No,
That'd be Russia.
Right.
Russia and probably China.
Russia, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
That's my guess.
I want to say.
Wait, Canada's not a country, is it?
I'd say
Is
fifth
it?
or sixth.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say 6.
I would say Russia, then Canada, then I'm gonna go third, then Australia, then China. That's my guess.
You think Australia is bigger,
It's bigger
than China?
I
Yeah.
don't think Australia's on the podium somehow. I just feel like I'd have known that.
Oh, third is too high because if you're Australian, you would have taken much more pride in that.
Right. She would have known if it was.
We have a couple
so
of
we've
fives.
got a guess of 5 and 6.
Couple of them. Joe says 7th.
What did you say, Jasmine? Did you say 6th?
Chance
I
says
said
3rd too.
I was undecided. I said 5 or 6.
It
I'm assuming
is.
I need to have one choice.
It is 6th. It's
Yay!
the
Well done,
sixth
Ryan.
largest.
Okay, China is bigger than Australia according to Sherry.
Now, can you name the 5 in front of it?
Okay.
I think you
Okay,
did.
Russia, Canada. We already know that. Oh, is the United States bigger than
Yeah.
Australia? Is that what we decided?
Yeah,
last
I
time?
think the US is probably.
So. Is that
marginally
third?
bigger.
Is no
I
China?
think it's China.
China, then USA, then
I didn't look that up, you
What
guys.
would be bigger than Australia? After that, Brazil maybe.
I know Australia is a big
Brazil?
island.
Well, what else is bigger? India.
I'm looking at the worldometer here. Okay. Russia, Canada, China, United States,
Okay.
Brazil, Australia.
Look at me go! I said, what else could be bigger than Australia? Brazil, maybe.
And then India, and then Argentina,
5th grade geography teaching over here.
Well,
Kazakhstan, and then Algeria.
Yeah, I wouldn't have ever guessed any of those. After
You know what the
Yeah.
Algeria.
after
The
6, who knows?
small
but Australia is the
smallest-
biggest island. I just remembered
Uh-oh,
that
he's
place
freezing
where we
again.
took out number 1, and I don't remember any other details. Whoops, there he goes.
Yep. 5th is Pluto.
Yeah.
Pluto.
Thank you, Sue. I appreciate this.
See, and who says the show isn't educational?
Oh yeah,
Ru-
and Greenland didn't even make his
What the
list, but that's because Greenland is not that
No.
big.
But Iceland did, right? Top 10?
No, Iceland's smaller than Greenland, but like a lot of countries in Europe, they're all like competing
Oh,
for
yeah.
the same.
Yes.
They're pretty much the same size, just different shapes.
It's unbelievable to me that my trip to church that's an hour away, if I was in Europe, I'd have crossed like 5 countries.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing to me that that's their reality. Like I thought I'd just pop over to, France on the weekend.
Yep, go to
A day
church in
trip.
France.
Day trip to France. Like,
I want to go to Rome.
Hey, you're back. Welcome.
You guys just go ahead. You guys go ahead and do a show, and I'll jump in whenever the internet allows. I don't have any trouble until we go live, and as soon as we go live, everything falls apart.
It's Russia, Canada, China, U.S., Brazil, or Australia, Brazil. Isn't that? No, Brazil, Australia. Yeah. So hope that clears it up.
I have to look it up again.
We'd have our independent fact checkers in the comments. It's great.
And did I give you guys what the smallest country landmass is, or did I clock out by then?
It's Luxembourg. It's Luxembourg.
No.
It's
I'm
not.
gonna say Lesotho.
Isn't that a city?
It is a city, but it's also a country, which is why I thought it was the smallest.
It's the Chanel Islands. It's even smaller than the Holy See.
Oh,
Smaller than Vatican.
next to the Calvin Klein.
Dude, Iceland is tiny. Yes, it is. That's what I said. Smallest is not Luxembourg. Thank you, Joe.
Dude, Iceland is tiny.
We're all looking at the maps now.
We're completely off our game.
Wait, y'all.
This has turned into an effort party is what happened.
Okay, so
we brought
according
up a thing.
to this is by population. That explains it. I want to go by land
Not
mass.
land mass.
And then I'll give you the bottom 6.
I don't think Antarctica's Chance is asking if Antarctica is included. I don't think it is because Antarctica is not a country.
Right.
See, this doesn't even have Luxembourg on the top 5 or the bottom 5. They say Vatican City, Monaco, Nauru, and Tuvalu, and
Did you
San
just say
Marino.
Monaco instead of Monaco?
Monaco.
Yeah.
Monaco.
Isn't that game where you play with the little shells and you? Oh, that's Makawa or whatever.
I feel like we should be handing out credits for people that are studying at the moment so that they can count this towards their geography classes.
I did not realize that there was a proper way to say. Like it's like when you're reading lists of cities in the Bible. Like if you're reading a selection from the Bible, you just go for it. Just say it with confidence. Nobody knows how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah. Well, I've done that before.
Well, why is it okay? Why is it Monaco and not and it's Morocco? Riddle me that. It's not Morocco. Is it Morocco, Dad?
This feels like one of those conversations about like the use of the English language, like tough and dough and
Yes,
all those
thorough,
things.
through.
Yeah.
Yep, all the OUGH words.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we don't have the original guy that created English so that we can, just rake him over the coals right now and go, what is with that? So
that one guy who invented it.
Mr. English himself.
Incorrect geography.
Thomas English, I believe, was his name.
Also invented muffins.
Yes.
Right. And leather.
Which is a cologne.
Right.
Okay, so it's now time to learn how to speak Australian.
This was how to speak English. Now we're going to do Australian.
Ta-da!
Talk like an Aussie with Jasmine Rugrock. Now, I do not know anything about this, so this is not... All of this is new to me. I haven't looked at any of these things, so you guys are going to have to...
So we're going to kind of do similar to what we've done before, but there'll be a twist at the end. I think the images are first. Amanda, is that correct?
They're actually at the end, but I can skip to those if you want.
Okay. Yeah, actually.
Images first?
We'll
Okay,
start small. Start easy. So this is the case of you guys see the image and you have to guess the Australian term for those images. Some of them you might probably already know, but
okay,
I'm keen to see because I learned so much from you guys as to what we have in common and what we absolutely do not. So let's go.
We are a wealth of information. Okay, so what we have to do is come up with the Australian word for housefly.
Yep.
All right.
Well, let's see.
This is a particular kind of fly. It's the best one I could find. They're really fat and they make a really loud buzzing, more so than regular flies.
So like a mayfly?
We don't call them that.
No. We don't call them that.
No, because it has to end with like a icky or a whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say, knowing what I know about Australians and their
like
love
a
for
fly.
double letters.
Like a
So
fly.
if you can come up with what this is actually, like its full name, at least what we call them, then shorten it. You'll be within the ballpark.
I'm going to say, do you call them a doodah?
I feel like you're not even trying.
I think it's
Come on.
it's an indoor buzzer. Yeah, that's what we call that. Those are indoor buzzers.
An indoor buzzer. As
Indoor.
opposed to an outdoor buzzer.
Yeah, the outdoor buzzers. No,
It's a buzzer.
those are dangerous. The
a
outdoor
buzzer.
buzzer has an average lifespan of 95 years. And the indoor buzzer, if you have a swatter, and that's where you swat it, has it for about 95 minutes.
If it's an outdoor buzzer, you need an outdoor swatter.
Yeah, an
And
outdoor
if you
swatter.
got an
We use that-
indoor buzzer with the
We
indoor
take a
swatter.
giant screen door, or as we call it, a doily, and we just swat at it. We just swat. We take it right off the hinges, and we just swat at the outside buzzers.
Why does she get to call it a boog and nobody makes fun of her?
Body.
A body.
Do you guys call them a botfly?
No. Well,
Okay.
maybe.
Is that what
Do
you
we
call
have
them?
those?
Their full name in over here is a blowfly.
Oh, look. Here's Juwan. No. He's shaking his head no.
Oh, can y'all hear me?
I can
Yeah.
hear you.
We, I got in there getting ready for the concert, and I looked up, and I'm like, oh, hey, 7:30. So good thing I ground this whole bit y'all are doing to a halt. That's awesome.
Well, no, this is
No, this
important.
is
You need to
yours,
tell
the
us
first
what
one.
that thing is called that's on the
First
screen right
You've
there.
arrived just in time.
Ah,
So I've just
It's
told
a-
them that the full
that's a
name is
really
a
big
blowfly.
It's a really big fly, and it's a
And they're called
blowfly.
blowflies. What do we shorten it to?
shorten it to? How would you shorten blowfly?
A blur.
Like the only thing shorter than blow.
Brian was on it earlier.
blowfly.
Yeah, blowy.
Yes!
A
Oh,
blowy.
Blowy.
A blowy.
they actually
Shut the screen
call
door
them
before you
blowflies
let all
in
the
the
blowies
South.
into the kitchen.
housefly.
Are those the ones that there's videos of people that have got sore, looks like a big mosquito bite on them, and they squeeze it and a little larva comes out of it because a blowfly laid their egg in their
Nope,
skin?
nope,
No.
not one of those. No, these are harmless. They're just like big and fat, and they just crawl all over your meat if they get into the house.
You let the blowies in.
Juwan, you're a rock melon
You
for
rock
thinking
melon,
that could be called just a bleh.
All right, we actually got in
We
kind
got
of in
that.
the ballpark, right?
Yep.
We got
Yeah,
sort of
you guys are getting so good. You make my job actually harder.
Mhm.
Progress. Next slide.
Oh, that's
I just want to know what it is. Is that food?
Yes.
it's a granola bar. It's what we would call it.
I wouldn't call that.
Granola bars look like.
I would not call that a granola bar.
Yeah, it's in the shape of a granola bar.
It's
but
a shape
like-
and. What do you think that is? Cereal? You think those
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
like a-
cornflakes?
Like a bran bar. Or
It is a
something.
kind of cereal.
It's cereal. Okay.
like a shredded wheat type of.
Oh,
So we
It's
call
like
it a shredded wheat. A shredded.
a shredded wheatie.
shredded wheat.
Biscuits?
I think you should focus on the wheat
Alright.
part a little more than the shred.
Granola,
Granola
bar.
bar.
Add an,
It's a-
Is it
add an
Weetabix?
IE to the end of everything.
Look,
Is that it?
I'm gonna give that to them. Yeah, but we spell it WEETBIX.
Okay.
Wheat Bix.
Chippy, like a wood chip.
Hey, you
This is
have a
such
bowl of
common-
chippy.
This is a common, very Australian breakfast, and so you have it with milk. You can have it hot or cold. You can have different kind of toppings on them. But it's a saying in Australia if somebody is like not working hard enough, or were too weak to do something, or didn't give something enough effort, you say, "Didn't you eat your wheat bix this morning?" Or just not enough wheat bix.
So
That's what we do, except
Wheaties.
with Wheaties. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Wheaties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone didn't eat their Wheaties.
Ah, I didn't know you guys said that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And Wheaties has breakfast of champions. So
It's
all the
usually
Australian
specific to
swimmers.
like a feat of strength, though. Like if you're not getting enough muscular effort
Yes.
into something, like
Yeah.
you're pushing or pulling
That's
and
it.
it's not working. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have that in common. That warms my heart.
Well, the
We're
Wheaties
the same.
Wheaties aren't actually in a convenient brick like that. Wheaties are flakes, and you have
Yeah.
to put them. You pour them in a bowl, and
Well, it's
and
not
then-
like you have to put each
Then
one in
break these up.
individually.
That's true. Yeah, they do all come out at once.
yeah,
But-
they're subject to gravity.
Well,
If
that's
you
the same
to-
thing for us too. It depends on how many times you drop kick the packet before you start pouring it, as to whether or not they're going to be in those convenient bricks or not.
Wheaties.
So how big are those? Are we
That
looking
makes
like is it?
What do you
Okay.
mean it makes sense? No, I'm just saying.
Sorry, y'all.
All right, it's all right. You guys are doing a show. All right, so we got. So
Well done.
the
That was-
the
I think that was
Canadians
Julia.
came up with that.
Yeah. Good job,
Well done.
Canadians. All right. Next.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, I don't know the answers to these either. So
Hmm.
even though I put the slides in.
BWS.
BWX.
That's
is-
the big Wallaby Subway.
This is why. This is why I was worried that Juwan wasn't going to show up.
We gotta take it. We gotta take it into the town. No, it's
So is
on.
it a Subway for wallabies, or is it made out of
Oh.
wallabies? Is it just a bunch of
Well,
wallabies that like
Australia,
carry you?
both. Everything's permitted in Sydney, right? You take the animals and the people. Take the
Yeah, but the trouble is that the wallabies are always just never have any money on them, and so they make really tough customers.
Two people think it's a
Oh,
bar
yeah.
slash
Okay,
liquor
correct.
shop.
It is a liquor store, but we call liquor stores different. There's a
Okay.
short
Well-
colloquialism that we call liquor
Is it
stores.
Oh,
packy?
beer, wine, spirits.
Beer, wine,
okay.
spirits.
Gotcha.
We don't call yeah, you guys call them packies.
Thick
is that right?
wallabies.
In Boston, yeah, they're called packies in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
that's
don't-
just
we
a
don't call them
Boston
that.
thing though. That's not country.
I always thought that was a Southern thing because it's like drinking in the South is a little less. It was like it's the package store. We get
A
packages
little
there.
less socially
Not just generic
Right.
packages. They're just brown paper, and we just go away with it.
It's just
Brown
Right.
paper bags.
So it's not BWS. You don't say we go down the BWS.
right. Nobody
No.
has a
Don't buy
nobody
that.
has a package problem. They
the
just have
sloshy.
if you think a little, if you
slushy.
That's
that is
good.
funny. The sloshy. No, we don't. But I really like the way you're thinking. If you think about what you get when you go to one of these stores,
Liquids.
Bottle.
yes, follow that track.
Bottle.
A bottle shop.
Bottle
No.
shop.
That too, but we shorten it.
to like body.
Bot shop.
No. It's a bottle-o.
A bottle.
Bottle.
Bottle-o.
Bottle-o.
Oh,
Bottle-o, everybody.
Okay.
A
Put
bottle
that on the
o.
screen.
Yep. I'm just going to duck down to the bottle-o. And
You
I
go
like
get it.
how Amanda
Libya.
went into a Cockney. Bottle.
A bottle.
Bottle.
Bottle-o.
Like this.
Bottle o.
Oh, bottle.
And they are actually named that, a bit like there are some McDonald's that have been rebranded and renamed as Macca's. There are bottle-o.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say some McDonald's had turned into bottlers.
No.
Yeah, you guys don't like to use more than about 2 syllables, right? That's pretty much your limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We struggle with
Blowy,
uh,
bottle o,
www.
macas.
Chips.
Now, I feel
Yes.
like we had
Chips.
this last time. Was
I
it?
wasn't
Yeah.
sure if we had it last time, so yep, straight out of the gate. You've got
Yeah.
that. They're chips.
Chips.
And the
Yeah,
only
what do you
reason
call
I even
the
remember
ketchup?
is because they do that in England too.
Tomato
They call them
sauce.
Tomato
It's
sauce?
Tomato
So
sauce.
we say
now, I know
ketchup.
you have tomato sauce, don't you? And it is not ketchup.
it. Yes.
No.
Do you have brown sauce?
It's barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Okay. So in England, I saw brown sauce. I was like, that doesn't even sound good. I want to put brown sauce on my chips.
You,
Oh, my
I've
chips.
had it actually called by Christians who believe in tomato sauce only that barbecue sauce is sin sauce. Because it's not the color of Jesus's blood.
It's not the color of blood. It's the color of
Barbecue sauce.
whatever's
Oh,
brown.
It's
Right.
the color of. It's the color
Somebody's
of barbecue
saying
sauce.
Somebody's saying Frenchy. Frenchy fries.
So well done. You guys got that one straight out of the.
You know, large
Sheeps.
Frenchy.
Oh,
Bin.
That's the
That's a
bin,
bin.
isn't it?
a bean.
A bean.
It is a bin. It's a kind of bin.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, it's a
I'll bet
Christmas
there's a-
bin.
Fine.
Because it's red and gray. And that's when all the indoor buzzers come in. You swat them and you throw all
Is
the
that a
indoor
recycling
buzzers
bin?
in the Christmas bin and
A
you string them up like
Christmas
lights.
bin.
I think if you go for the practicality of the visual, it should tell you what
A
kind
rolly.
A
I'm doing
rolling
everything
bin.
with a rolly.
Rolling bin.
Oh,
Melody.
trashy,
Grab the
trasher,
A
garbage
rolly
bin.
bin.
But this seems promising. I think this might be one for Canada.
Yes!
Really?
A wheelie bin.
I was
Wheelie
close.
bin.
I was close with rolly.
Rolly
Wheelie.
bin.
But see,
Rolly
even
bins.
that's too long, right? You just call
Yep.
them the wheelies.
A couple people got
No.
that one. I
Grab a
think.
wheelie, Barbara.
It's like one word. Wheelie bin.
Oh,
Yep.
wheelie
You know-
bin. Okay.
A bunch of
I'm
people, I
impressed.
think.
Which is very
Throw the
similar to
bottle in the
wheelies.
wheelie. See, a wheelie is when you pop your bicycle up on the
Yeah.
back tire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what
Wheel bin.
you would be doing with that to roll it. You'd have to lift it up just like a wheelie.
Well,
Brian knows
I
what's up.
suppose
Oh.
it only has two wheels. Though.
Canada thinks they're at 3 points now.
That was great.
Oh, we're keeping score? I thought this
Yeah.
was
Oh
upward.
well, Julia is so.
The King sisters came to play tonight.
Yeah.
They're not messing
Yeah.
around.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Got
that's
a
the end of
chalkboard.
the. That's the end of the pictures.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do the news section, I think, Amanda, because I've been really keen for the new one.
Which one is that?
Oh.
Towns.
Yes,
Okay.
I think you guys are ready for this because
she's keen for it. That means that she's happy about it and she's looking
All
forward
right.
to it.
She's ready for
How do we
what that
get
means.
points? Getting points doing it in an Aussie accent then? Is that how we
Yes,
get points
so-
for it since we're keeping points?
there are a few steps to this one. So firstly, you have to figure out how we pronounce the town name. You have to figure out if we shorten it and what to.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. So
Ready?
let's see how we go.
Of course, you shorten it.
Coonabarabran.
Be my
Yeah.
friend.
Coonabarabran.
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 That was good.
Coonabarabran.
Brian, how did you say it?
Coonabarabran.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I'm going to give you that one. Coonabarabran.
Coonabarabran.
Do we shorten it?
If you don't call it
Yes.
Kuna, then you're missing them.
Yeah.
Juan,
Yeah.
you got it!
Kuna.
Why would
Of
you
course
say
they
the
call
rest
it
of it?
that.
Kunity.
Oh, yep. Kuna for short,
Okay, say
Joseph.
the wallaby.
Juan is really
Kunity.
getting this at this point. Why would you say the rest of it?
Why is the rest of it even down there? Why not just
Yes.
chop the rest of it off?
Yeah.
What is it? Why is it there?
Okay.
Remember from the very onset, I never said that we'd make sense.
Are there any?
You're like, I like that.
Are-
like,
are
look,
there-
I never claimed that there was reason to this.
Are there other Barbarans like New
Oh.
Barbaran or York Barbaran or
Barbara
Sinsa
Barbara.
Barbaran? Yeah.
No, no.
It's every-
We do
yeah.
have a Kuma, like the letter M for like Matilda. So there is a Kuma, and then if you hear somebody, so it's not shortened. So if you hear someone say Kuna, you sometimes have to go, was that Kuma or Kuna?
I would probably do that.
You know
Every
what would
time.
solve? You know what would solve that problem?
You
Just
said the
saying
whole
Kuna
name.
Barbaran. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would solve it. If you actually
Kuna
called the town
Barbaran.
what its name was.
I gotta say the whole thing now.
Oh, Rachel says Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
Gunda guy. Gunda guy.
No reason to
Gu-
shorten this. It's just
Yeah,
Gunda
Gunda guy.
Not quite.
Gunda guy.
Oh.
Gunda guy.
Yes, Amanda, you got that.
Oh.
Gunda guy.
I Gunda guy in the street.
That's New York. Yeah, Gunda guy.
Gunda
Hey,
guy.
I
Look
Gunda
at
guy.
Origin of the name.
Who's talking with his mouth? So I
Gunda?
Gunda guy.
I kicked a
Joseph.
guy. I gunned a guy. I stabbed a
Pick the
guy.
I won
John,
the
I didn't
starfish.
ask you to
I drew
spoil the
starfish.
rest of the town names in my country, okay?
Just blew the whole rest of the game.
Gunda.
I
Is it
think-
short?
I think Joanne said, why would you shorten that? Did you say that, Juan?
Yeah.
I know the answer because you're Australian.
Actually, I'm gonna give that to Juan because we do not shorten that.
Yeah.
Actually, if in remotely, maybe if it gets shortened, it'd be Gundy. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe?
We tend
when
to
you're feeling-
not shorten Gundy guy.
I feel like it's too fun to say to shorten it.
Gunda guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not
Hey.
advancing forward.
We're going down to Gunda guy.
There we go.
Curry curry. Curry curry.
I say curry. I'll just. No, actually, you probably say cry.
No.
Cry, little girl, cry. When you're teasing, that's when you're teasing.
Kitty.
Okay.
Kitty.
Yes, that was pretty close. Curry.
Curry.
But yeah, you guys say your U's funny, so it's
Curry. We got curry.
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 Yeah.
Curry. The sound the Kiwi makes.
It's like it's like a short E sound for us. Curry. It's like a
Oh, is
Curry.
that the letter you would say?
Curry.
I need to write a vocabulary translation.
Oh, like a phonetic.
The phonetic.
Transliteration.
Say it again. How do you say it?
Curry.
Curry.
Yes.
Curry.
That's so funny that you say it right.
I mean, like
guess you'd have to put an A.
K-U-H.
Yeah.
So it's like a short U sound. It's It's
Right.
curry.
But when we
Curry,
have a
curry.
UR together, we say like
Yeah,
a really
we
hard.
know, you know what we're like with our R's.
Curry.
I even made it sound like you do. Because it's just
I feel so foolish. I'm gonna guess it's shortened to just car.
Yeah. I would
That's why-
say KK.
K.
KK.
Yeah, I was gonna say KK too.
No, it's just curry.
Okay.
And yes,
Just curry.
we shortened it to just curry.
They drop they drop this last curry off.
Oh, wait. Are you sure it's the last one, or they take the first one?
They
off?
take the first one off. Right.
Yeah, the first one.
It's the first
No,
one.
they take the KU off of the first one and then the
Oh,
RRI
combine it with
second
the
one.
RRI.
That's what
So it
they
becomes
do.
like a contraction.
Yes.
You put an apostrophe in.
It's got an apostrophe
In the middle.
KU apostrophe RRI.
Yeah.
And we shortened it.
There we go. That's how we shorten it.
Yeah, we totally thought that through, and that's exactly how we complicated that name shortening.
It's
Oh,
much
man.
simpler that way.
So
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's so great.
Olivia will do the transliteration.
Transliteration.
Mhm.
Translate. Wollongong.
Oh,
Wollongong.
Yeah,
Wollongong.
very good.
You say
Wollongong.
Wollongong?
how is it? Yeah, where's the emphasis?
Wollongong.
Oh,
Wollongong.
Well, so it's like the first syllable.
Wollongong.
I wish I lived there. I like that town.
It goes all right.
I'm going to guess I'm going to guess you don't shorten this one.
No, this must be shortened. There's like 5. I'm going by. Well, I think John figured out if it's like longer than 2 syllables, you gotta take it down.
Mm-hmm.
Wally.
That's
No.
a Wallong.
No chance.
I think I've only heard this shortened to the
Gong.
gong.
The gong.
Good. That was my next
Drop the
guess.
first half of it off.
Gong.
We're going to Gong.
Yep, everybody's
Did
on
you
the
say-
wrong track this
You
time.
say
Keep
gong
shorten
or
it.
gong. Wait,
What was that comment? Who was that from?
From Sherry and Coco. Like Jasmine to say no like we Americans do. I hear they cannot do it. Just plain old no.
no.
Please have her give the
No.
go. So we can...
No.
It's because you guys say no. Like,
Yeah. No. Yeah.
ner. It like has an R in it. Nor.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. What are you
It
talking
does.
about?
No.
See? Do
Yeah.
you hear how nasally it is?
No.
No. It like has a.
No.
Australian is nasally.
It's like NOI. No. No.
No.
Noi. I don't know.
No.
Nah. Ah.
I love how unfamiliar it sounds in your mouth, though.
No.
It's like
Yeah.
no.
Nyar.
No.
That's a character.
Nyar.
Yeah.
Why would you drop the first part of the word off and just change the
gong.
Can you imagine if we did that? All of the things that are like Allentown, Cape Town, if we just dropped all of the, and it was just town.
The town.
Well, they do like Chi-Town, right?
Right.
For, like,
True, Chi-Town.
Chicago.
We
Cape
call
Town.
Indianapolis Naptown sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But then you
Frisco.
would just have
instead
to
of
go
San
with what makes
Francisco.
it unique. So you'd have to
Right.
go with the unique
Right.
part.
Right, Frisco.
Gong.
So there's
Yeah.
so WOLLON is not unique.
I don't think WOL is.
There's
Wall.
Wollongong, there's Wallingville, there's Wallen
Town.
Wallamai.
Wallenshire. Wallenboro.
Yeah, actually, the more I'm thinking about it, Wall is not. Is not
Wallanopolis,
Wallenberg.
Wallington.
putting such American suffixes on the end.
Right.
Wallington,
Wallenshire.
Wallenize,
Yeah.
I'm keen for the next one.
Wallenasta.
This one's gonna be fun.
Oh, but I've heard this one.
Ula Dula. Ula Dula.
It's
Now I'm
Ulla-
guessing it's
Ulla
Ulla
Dula.
Ulladulla.
Ulladulla.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
God.
Mandy, you got it.
Or why would this not be Ella?
I learned my lesson with
Is that
Cootie
Ulla?
Cootie or Curry, whatever it was.
Curry. I'll tell you why.
Cutie.
It's
I would say
it's
Dulla.
not just the U. It's UR because it's an actual special sound in American English. And Amber said it too. I
yeah.
never noticed how we say our U's with an E. We don't, except for UR. The in nurse is pronounced with a R, a hard ER sound.
We don't
Yeah.
say
We don't say nurse.
Yours.
Yes.
Nurse.
But anywhere you put R's will change the way that you say
Yes.
the vowel.
Right. In fact, R with any vowel can be pronounced in American English. So
No
ER is
way.
in verse. UR is the in
Her.
verse. IR is the in bird. AR is the in dollar. DOLLAR. And OR is the in sailor. SAILOR. So you can say
I think
you
we
can
have
add
a
it with
similar
any-
rule.
Yeah.
We just don't say
Yeah, you have
Err.
See, like Boston, instead of anything with an
Silent.
R, it becomes an A.
Yep.
So dollar,
I
sailor.
like the way she had to work on that. We just don't go. "Err."
We just don't go.
We don't
It's what it feels like to say your R's.
Let's get that concordant
Oh,
face.
All right, so Ulladulla was correct. Do we
Ulladulla.
shorten it?
And you
I don't
just
think you do.
I think they just
Allah.
shorten it to Allah. Allah.
No, double gold stars to Amanda. She gets it. We don't shorten it.
Oh.
There is no. This makes
That's
no
more
sense.
syllables.
There's no rhyme or reason.
It doesn't fit.
Just turn
John,
on.
this is why you need a teacher. There is no sense, but if you say anything else, the rest of Australia will look at you funny.
Yep.
Okay.
This sounds like a part
I'm
of the body.
trying to help you.
You just have
Ulladulla's
to
We
turn
know.
on the
Sorry.
Australian in your head.
I know. I appreciate. This is why we have you come on, is so that we don't make fools of ourselves in front of our Australian brethren. But
Do you know what we
it's
didn't
so
do?
frustrating.
We
What
didn't.
did you do?
We didn't do the song.
Oh, I was gonna ask.
Oh,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do it. Let's
Should we do it right now? Take a little song
Yes.
break.
Yeah, let's do a little song break
We have a special surprise for you, Jasmine.
for you, Jasmine.
Even though JT's not here, we have a song.
We have a song
Excited.
just for this episode.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
Also recorded on
All right,
our phone.
here's the Aussie song. This will be a sound check. If it's good, if the
No.
balance is good, then you can use this. If it's not, I'll do another one and I'll
It's good.
adjust the
So
It's
are you
good.
in it.
So,
It's good.
We
here we
liked
go.
it.
Take one. I don't know what a dunny is, and when it comes to kangaroos, baby, I'm no whiz. If you flew me down under with a backpack and turned me loose, I don't think I could pass for an Aussie Bruce. I don't know a brolly from a billabong, and I only know one Helen Reddy song. If you told me just to wear my thongs, I think you're having a joke. So I don't think I could pass for an Aussie bloke. If you tell me she'll be apples, I'll be looking for pie.
the girl's
If you
still
ask me
winning,
for a
but-
pass, I won't know how to reply. I could travel incognito, but they spot me at a glance. I'd really like to say no wuckers, but I've got Buckley's chance. If I said I like Vegemite and toast, I lied. I'm no true blue, but at least I tried. If there's a prawn or a snag on the barbie, throw it on my plate. But I don't think I'll ever pass for an Aussie mate. You won't find any sprinkles on my fairy bread. And when I say rock melon, I mean thick in the head. If you tell me do the hairy, I'll be left in the dust. I'm a fair dinkum dag, but I'm learning to adjust. With a little practice, Jasmine, I'll be bonzer as you. I'll have a bicky for my brekkie with a cobbler or two. Maybe outbackers won't mumble crikey when I walk by. But I don't think I'll ever pass for an Aussie guy. No, I don't think I'll ever pass for an Aussie guy.
There we go.
That was fantastic. I love it.
Every JP song is a keeper.
I was going to say some of those phrases. I haven't used Buckley's chance yet, and he put that in. I am so impressed. That is fantastic.
Yep.
That's made my year.
Yeah, he's a national treasure.
It certainly is.
All right. Do we have a?
We
do
have
have
some
another
more.
town name?
Yep.
We
Yep.
got a couple more minutes. Well, obviously this is. Well, I'm going to let Juwan do it.
Wagga wagga.
I
I'm
was
sure
hearing
that's
it in
wrong.
my head, and I was like, "That's what they're gonna say,"
I'm sure
Oh,
that's
that's
It's gonna
wrong.
be
and
wagga
it's
wagga.
not right.
Wagga.
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 Wah,
Yes,
wah,
What are the
Wagga.
other? What other way?
got
Can
it.
you even?
That was
say it?
Wagga, Wagga, Wagga.
Like yabba dabba do.
Wagga wagga.
Wagga.
That's
Are you sweating it?
The Australian fuzzy bear. Wagga wagga wagga.
wagga wagga wagga.
Wagga wagga wagga.
They probably shortened this to just Wagga.
Correct. Gold star.
Yay!
She had to
Good.
throw
This is-
one for us.
That's
Hey
another
Amanda,
one.
if you want to jump like to maybe
Toowoomba.
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 They're in
Yeah,
the same
good job.
order.
That's good. Well done.
Thank you to
Toowoomba.
Outback
Just I thought you
Steakhouse.
were-
I
Do we
bought
show
Toowoomba for the
They have
house.
Toowoomba pasta. So
Are you going to go to Toowoomba? Are you going to go to Toowoomba? Are you two going to Toowoomba? Are you two going to Toowoomba?
Got
Two.
one of those robot vacuum cleaners. The
It's a-
robots. About two of them.
We've got
Toowoomba.
two Roombas into Toowoomba.
And then
In my
we've
house.
got
Yeah, in the,
a few of these phrases, but I'm pretty sure we know
You probably know
Right.
these.
this one because
Right.
we use it.
Beat
Okay.
around the bush.
oh.
Beat around the bush, like to not address the elephant in the room, to use another
Hey.
expression.
Yep.
I'll address the wallaby.
Go
on
around
the
the
road.
point.
Got
I
to
thought that
go
was
right
for
at
when
the
you were
bush, got to
planting and you
right
had
at
to
it.
soften up the ground. You just beat around the bush, just physically with like a hammer.
Right.
Yeah, it's a horticultural thing.
I don't know
Hard-
this one.
Hard
Hard
yakka.
yakka.
Hard yakka.
It's a
Joanne, you
hard
say
yakka.
that so well.
Well, it's
I did?
well, you know, it's when you got, you know, you've had a bad stew, and you have to go outside for a hard yakka. Can't blame the guy. It's been turned.
He's got his.
Stew went rotten. He had to get
Okay.
rid of it. He had to have a hard yakka.
He's got
So
his,
you're saying it's vomit.
he's got his intestines in an uproar. He had a hard yakka.
Uh,
A hard
Is that on
yakka.
it? No.
Brian, get away in on this one.
What's a soft yakka?
Yeah, maybe it's something like
You know,
that's a hard task. Just
A hard
tough challenge.
yakka. Hard yakka.
No, that's a hard yakka. That running up the mountain. That's a
I'm
hard
gonna
yakka there.
I'm gonna say it's when you fall down, like you fall really hard. You took a hard.
No, we did that one last time. That was gutsa.
Oh,
Gutsa.
Nobody in the
I'm gonna give it to
audience has got
Brian
it?
because it means hard work.
Okay.
It's so
All right,
if
y'all.
you're outside like beating the ground around a bush with a hammer in the hot
yakka to
sun,
beat around
that's
the bush.
hard yakka.
you're gonna give him hard yakka because he was wrong about beat around the bush?
All right, Jawan's gonna fly. See you,
I gotta
Jawan.
get out of here.
All right,
Oh,
go do
Jawan.
your music.
Love ya.
Break a leg. Somebody else's.
See ya.
No, it was
Jawan
nice.
DeVivo,
He said
everybody.
it was a hard task, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling generous.
Yeah.
All right.
But
That's
you
a hard
said
yakka.
hard yakka, but you didn't say it's a hard yakka. Is that
No,
right?
You don't. No, so it's
You
not.
don't
it's
put an
not
article
a
before
hard task, but it's hard work. So it's more about
Right.
effort. than
Right.
the
You wouldn't
actual
say it's a
task.
hard work. You say
Gotcha.
it's hard work. So it's
Yep.
hard.
It's
Yeah.
hard yakka.
Run up the mountain.
Okay.
Hard yakka.
Yep.
We gotta build that porch. So
Not
Have a blue.
You just about said
it's hard
It's
yakka.
hard yakka.
That's it.
Have a
Yeah.
blue.
Well, that's gonna be some sort of drink.
Why did the
Gotta
British
be.
come in?
Have a
Yeah,
blue.
there was. Well, it did sound a bit British.
That's when you're sharing a box of crayons.
Or if you need, maybe it's a reference to the Matrix, and you want to live in reality, and you say, you know what, you need to have a blue. You need to
have
get
a
back
blue.
to the real
Okay.
world.
What is it? Is it when you when you're feeling sad, when you need to take some time off to sort through your feelings, and like we would say, have a cry. You
Yeah.
guys say, have a blue.
It's in the library, but not the right page.
Not on the show.
Seasonal depression. That's what it is. Seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression.
Have a blue.
Like if your kitchen's full of blowies, you go and have a blue.
This is something that probably usually happens between people.
Between people.
Oh,
An
so
argument.
like a gossip session
have
Or-
an ar-
Like
an
a
argument,
conversation.
or a fight.
or a
Like
fight.
a sad, like
Fight,
a breakup.
Yep. It's a fight. It's an argument. It's a disagreement. If someone's had a blue, then they're out of sorts with each other because they've had this argument and they've come away and it's not resolved. It's like, what's the go with what's up with Bill and Barney over there? Oh, they had a blue.
Oh, they had a fight.
Had a blue.
Okay, I'm going
Gotcha.
to give myself a point for that.
Now this next one I can see it already was in the song.
Oh, fair
Fair
dinkum.
dinkum.
That's a good play. Fair play.
Fair dinkum. Good play.
A good job
Like
of it.
good
Good
time. It's fair dinkum.
Not quite. No.
It's gosh, I know this too. I've been to Outback Steakhouse. What are they saying? Trying to remember the menu.
It's like he was giving himself a pep
So
talk.
you're answering all these questions by just picturing a menu in your head? Is that how you're doing this?
Yep, that's Toowoomba pasta. It's fair dinkum. It means it's good. It's like a good time. It's
Maybe it's a good price. Like it's a good value.
It's a fair dinkum. No, that doesn't. That's
No.
first of all, you're just going to shorten it to dinkum.
No.
So,
We don't.
That's fair dinkum.
We don't shorten this.
are there unfair dinkums?
It's like Peter Dinklage.
Put that question on a T-shirt. Are there unfair dinkers?
Can I get a? Hey, is this an unfair dinkum?
Doesn't it mean like it's good play or it's good sport or like I don't know. It's like it's
It's the real deal.
It's
So-
the real deal.
It's
like
the real deal.
genuine.
You guys use the phrase "the real deal," right?
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So if something's fair dinkum, it's genuine. It's your use of the word is good is quite close because it's something good. So if someone goes, "Oh, is that a a Chinese copy watch you've got there?" No, it's fair dinkum. It's the real thing.
Okay.
So Danny
I
DeVito
see.
fair.
Authentic.
It's a fair dinkum
Authentic.
Danny DeVito.
Right. Like the Danny DeVito
He's
hologram.
got a hologram.
Yep.
He's got a
Fair dinkum.
hologram.
It's also an exclamation. So if someone tells you this like raving story that's just so unbelievable, you just like, fair dinkum, did that really happen? Kind of thing.
Okay. All right.
Almost like you're no joke, I think.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So it's like real. It's like real deal. Yeah.
Or we'll
This is-
say shut up. But,
Yeah.
but
Are you for
Not
real?
quite.
It's like, are you for real? It's the real deal. That kind of
Right.
thing.
fair
Right.
dinkum.
Yep.
Fair dinkum.
So there is an unfair dinkum.
It's just nameless.
Crook.
Right. Crook.
Yes,
Crook.
that's how you pronounce it. What's it mean over
That
here?
is a cookie and a it's a cookie brownie. I got that at Outback Steakhouse as well.
Boy, were they
brownie.
wrong.
No.
Just save room for crook.
Just save room for crook.
I will say that it's an
To trick.
adjective. It's an adjective,
Oh.
not a noun.
It's an adjective, so it
So
describes a
crooked.
thing.
Is it short for crooked?
Criminal. Thief?
Nope.
Crook. It's an adjective.
That's it.
A
That's-
cane. I
Nope.
Like that.
That wouldn't be
Not,
an
not a
adjective.
noun.
Politician. Oh, stolen.
Like I got a
Nope.
crook neck.
No.
I've got it.
We do say that, Brian.
You got a
Oh, okay.
crook neck.
So like cockeyed is an adjective.
It hurts.
No.
It's something that hurts. It's painful.
Yes, I'll give you that, John. It's if someone's crook, they're sick, but you can have a crook neck or a crook elbow. But if you are crook, then you're sick.
Gotcha.
I'm feeling a bit crook.
Interesting.
That's it.
Fair dinkum. I'm feeling crook.
Fair dinkum. I went to Outback Steakhouse. Now I feel a bit
Trust
crook.
me. I'm crook. Fair
Like
dinkum.
a nook and cranny combined, and here you've got DDR. No, that's crook and nanny.
See,
There's-
nobody's doing better than we are at
There's
this.
one more of these too. This is the last one.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Use
this
word.
bodgy.
That's how you
Bodgy.
say it. Bodgy.
Bodgy.
Georgie.
Bodgy. That's all bodgy. Is this
So-
an adjective too?
Yes.
Out of
Yep.
whack.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Like-
all messed up.
Yeah, messed up.
No, I was going to say.
Or-
That's all bodgy. Not dodgy, but
Right.
I was.
That's
gonna-
what
I
I'm
was-
thinking.
I
It's
think
like
it's
dodgy.
the opposite of crook. I think when you're doing bodgy, you're a-okay. You're great. It's
You're
like,
healthy.
hey, you look bodgy today. Why, thank you.
My oatmeal is podgy.
My oatmeal is all bodgy. I know. You put some brown sugar and some cinnamon, some brown sauce.
Raisins.
Weetabix.
So
My
sketchy.
my Weetabix is bodgy.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Sketchy was pretty good. Sketchy was pretty good. Bodgy
Sketchy.
is like incomplete or broken or worthless. So don't go up to somebody and say, "Hey, you're looking bodgy," because what did you call me? If someone's done a bodgy job, and if you think like, I don't know, architecture or carpentering, you know, oh, look at this corner. It doesn't even line up with the other corner. That someone's done a bodgy job.
Okay. So we would go, that's almost like dodgy. When we say that's kind of dodgy, it's shifty.
Right.
It's
Similar, but if you bodge something up too,
Yeah, you can't dodge something up.
No. No. I really
If you
dodged that
bodge-
up. I really
It just
dodged
sounds-
that bodgy.
It just sounds so cool when she says it with her accent. When you bodge it up, when you bodge something up, that's not good. When you bodge
Yeah,
it up.
botched. Right. We would
Yeah.
say botched.
actually, you
Botched.
know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably a combination of botch and dodgy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bodgy.
I'll need someone to independently fact check that for me, but
Fair dinkum. That's right.
We will check it out before. We will check it out before next time and have you fact checked. Okay. While I put up the
The random
I put
generator.
up the link. No, I got to put up the link
Oh.
for the effort party while you guys
Oh.
figure out.
By the way, this was the quote from last week that's still in my banners that just makes me laugh.
Comedy's all about the foot.
Comedy's all about the footwork. What you wanted to be. Actually, that was 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember the context anymore, but those are my favorite punchlines when they make almost no sense outside of where they
Comedy
were
is
spoken.
All about the footwork.
All about the footwork.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thanks for joining us today on Starving Comics. If you're a member, you can go to the effort party just as soon as we have the link available for
Do
you.
you,
It starts
do you
right
have
after
time
the
to go
show.
to the effort party,
Jasmine?
Jasmine? Okay.
Yep.
You can find Juwan and wherever he is tonight, as well as where he will be next week and the week after at castingcrowns.com.
Mm-hmm.
If you like John Thomas's music, johnthomasoaks.com can give you more of that.
Mm-hmm.
You can support Comedy Brian on patreon.com/comedybrian.
Mm-hmm.
And you can support John Branyan at
Mm-hmm.
johnbranyan.com, which is also where you can get the effort party link in like 30 seconds.
In like
or-
30 seconds, but I have to leave the room in order to find it. So
Oh, you have to leave?
Yeah, so you guys are going to have to do the snappy wrap up without
Well,
me,
who's
which
gonna
means
do
it's
the-
probably going to be snappy
Jasmine.
for sure.
Who's
Jasmine's
going
gonna
to
do it.
How
She's
can we
gonna-
do it?
We'll all
She's
do it in
going to do it with a
Australian
Boston
accents.
accent.
She can
Yeah.
do it in her
Yeah.
Australian accent, and we'll see whose is better,
I could
Brian's or
try and do-
Jasmine's.
I
Peaches,
could try
you
to
gotta
do
do this
Brian's
with me.
accent. That would be terrible.
I'm
Here we go.
bad
Yeah,
at
there you
it.
go.
I will lose all my credibility as a person who constantly criticizes my husband's accents if I try to do it.
That's the reason.
I'll go full Logan then.
Yep.
All right, let me pull up our video. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you
Let's
at
do
the
a bodgy
after
job.
party. Let me pull up our what do you call it? Credits video, and go.
All right. There's no
All right.
music. Comedy
We'd like
click.
to shout out to Mel Beckman, Peter Chapman,
Yeah.
Donation Duck,
Donation
apparently,
Duck. Yeah.
Brenda
Brenda
Kellner,
Kellner. That was in the same one.
Taylor
Wow,
Mason,
jinx.
Luke
Stop it. We
McKinney,
keep doing the same thing. I keep going over there.
RG Osman, Amanda
Justin
Paul,
Orme,
Kendra
Thank-
Petty,
Andrew
Chance
Slayton,
Rogers,
Corey Stevens,
Andrea
Kevin
Tito,
Thatcher, Kevin
Donna
Thiesman, Dan
Uri,
Crickery,
Larry York, Jenny
Elaine
Olson.
Williams, Larry York, Daniel Sam,
Yep, fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum.